reminisce, rolling solo or deep, and pump the sounds in your car or in your Jeep, and the cities where you fly. Brothers and sisters having fun, spending most of the time on a Friday after work about 6. Time to get loose and get in the mix. Change your clothes and freshen up a bit. Call up your partners cause it's time to get lit. Ladies with their girlfriends, fellas with the crew. Hanging out, drinking some brew, it's what you usually do. Fresh face for the ladies that's looking pretty. Kicking it cause you can't get enough for the city. And ride the spect with your ride buffed and your tires wet. Windows rolled down, music on the bump, making people wonder what you got in your trunk. 5.0s, Jeeps, Benzes, and Lats, rolling everybody thinking they max. Even women shouting out their game, blowing kisses, hollering, what's your name? Shout out goes to Marumi Fuji and the drop top beamers from the Louis. But can't see you recognize the cars. Everything's dropped and if it's climbing, you're a superstar. You roll all day and go into the night. You see a hangout, so it's time to play your parking lights. Creep slow when you're going past the crowd, with your pull-out radio button on loud. Hit the clubs about 11 o'clock. It's hard to find a spot cause there's none on the same block. Partying hard, people dancing and feeling hype. Getting lit, shooting game, you know I'm that tight. After sets till about 4. Some kicking and some drunk saying no more. Some places have few and others have plenty, but you can't get enough for the city. A new day, a new scene. Checking your ride to make sure it's still clean. It's a sight to see your rider still bright, while looking at the numbers you got last night. Getting zoned by the people that's sober, while you're trying to get rid of your hangover. At the mall getting jocked cause you know your gear's bumping almost like a fashion show. 4 o'clock on a Sunday, what's next? A glove set, then the park is what we suggest. Girls fly, brothers got on their fresh gear. Loot dwindle from buying that Sunday beer. I can't end the hands speaking to the girls. Some with high tops and some with jerry curls. Girls with tight skirts, fellas wanna grab it. Just chillin', hoping it ain't no static. It's getting dark, time to catch your last wink. But you know you'll probably see them at the skating rink. Hanging out after that, it's easy to tell. It's either White Castle, Denny's, or Taco Bell. Sometimes it's shootouts, maybe some fights, but somehow you always seem to make it through the night. It gets rough at times and it's a pity, but you can't get enough of the city.
To present a new image that people in the street can relate to.
Sundown, the gangster starts to plot on a family, a ride, a brother's in a dope spot. He wants to be the thug of the city, a new improved black Frank Nitty. Creeps out the back of the crib to his deuce. Saggy jeans, new shoes with the laces loose. Slides the gap right under his seat. Picks up his posse, now they rolling deep. Swing by the store to pick up a case to set the mood, while rocking to a trunk of bass. Rolling back streets, slowly getting nailed. On a mission, ain't thinking about jail. Yelling out for windows at the freaks on the block. They are freaks, no doubt, because they ask for rock. They don't ride with that shit because they street smart. So later for the freaks, but it hurt the heart. Park the ride where it's dark and unseen, to make sure that their plan goes real clean, and decide on the first place to go. Pull out some joints, no weed, just primos. They know their face and getting going on their way. This is what they do for pleasure every day. They load the clip, cock the hammer, and look for targets. The brothers in the back say, yo, let's get it started. Spotted brothers on the porch they did not like. Rolled down the window and waited till it was right. They made a motion like they start approaching. The brothers were scoping, then the barrel started smoking. The brothers on the porch were holding their own, and before you knew it, they were all alone. Yo, the posse in the deuce got popped and played out. The driver was injured, but the rest were laid out. He got tortured, then eventually died. It was booked as a KC homicide. Some get tough and feel bigger, only because my brother got a trigger. Now think about this brother that all of us know. He was never outspoken but considered a hoe. Tried to be tough but never had the guts. You can soup him up to grab on girls' butts. Played a few sports but wasn't too good at it. Trying to fit in was his only habit. Had a few fights but always came up short. Liked to steal until his ass went to court. That didn't change the attitude to be tough. He started hanging with a new crowd. Now what's up? They said to be all the way down you need a piece. So when punks start talking all the shit seats, we get you one but it would cost $1 bill. He said cool, let's go ahead and make the deal. A 38 strap right in his drawers, and he's thinking, now who makes the laws? I start off with the punks that beat my butt. Step to them and say what's up. Walking in and said, feeling hyped and hard. Just looking for someone to pull a whole card. He spots the victim and his boy's getting full. He's confident, mad, and he's got cool. The boys notice the buzz and the funny walk. They blend in with the crowd and old school lesson taught. He can't figure on which one to pull the trigger. It's the case of the frozen up nervous nigga. He pulled first, and what a stupid move. That is what you call trying to show and prove. The old school was too quick and smart. They yelled get down and ripped the skull apart. He just had to be tough, I figured, just because our brother got a trigger.
I'm a gangster having fun. Now ahead, boy, yeah, you turn it around. Cause I'm a gangster having fun. Cause I'm a gangster having fun.
Running that game, this brother wants the title of clowning women and made an idol. Dress fresh, pimp brother on the go. Benz 560 Alpine, pull up radio. Not in the club, cocked and ready to pop. Listening to the sounds from the Midwest hip hop. His game is tight and his girls are all fine, but his attitude would get him this time. Collect the money all hours of the night. Money he needs, so he cannot take a light. Grabs a bite to eat and counts his money. Coming up short, got to be his main honey. She's been plotting a long time, you see. She has a plan to make her own G. Tired of being mistreated and abused. She's figured 10 years she's paid her dues. He's suspicious and contemplating also. She's the main one can mess up his cash flow. He's on the edge again and can't think straight. The move is go home and investigate. She's chilling in a nightgown and here's a knock. He walked in saying why was the door unlocked. He started to pound, smacked her down, made her frown. Yeah, she got clown, but what he didn't know, she was ready for that. So she reached under the couch and got the cat. It was pointed directly between his eyes, and she said with a smile, bye-bye. He got popped and on his tombstone red. Here's a brother that lived by the Mac and lead. He was with her 10 years, so he had to dig her, but his chest was stuck out, cause the brother got a trigger.
among our own people with love. Walk among our own people with a positive image that they can emulate.